All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We have something exciting today. This is the AVS vent shield. It's both a bug shield and a light bar all in one. Comes with what you see here. You got your bug shield. You got your light bar, which is rolled up here, which will fit in this area right here. Comes with some hardware. In addition to that, got a couple of other goodies to assist with the install. We got a cable manager, some adhesion pieces to manage the cable under the hood, and although I don't need a package of 10, I got some fuse taps, and of course I got the wrong size, so I'll have to go and correct that, but you'll need a fuse tap to wire this in. So stay tuned. All right, to get things started, we have the bug shield here on the workbench. We got to do a little prepping to the surface here where the light bar is going to go. Included with it some alcohol pads and a prep kit. The other thing I have to do in my particular installation is this has a hole right there. You can see through it there a little bit, all the way in a corner. And if I turn to my truck, my fuse box, at least the one I'm going to tap into, is here on the passenger side. So I have to drill a hole on the other side in order to make the reach without having to try to extend the wires a little bit. We can come back and we can kind of file through that a little bit if we have to. This will take off any residue that may have been on here in the manufacturing process. If we're going to have to use this, get it dry. Being that it's alcohol, it'll dry pretty quickly. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit on there. Alright, and once again, we'll let that dry before we install.
Okay.
Alright, so we got the wire ran through our new hole. We got the surface prepped. We took a little bit of time and straightened this out. Well, at least a little bit. Still curling a little bit, but we straightened it out some. And now we're just going to start by, if I get my fingers to work here, peeling some of the ends off. Maybe there's a better way to do this than my fingernail.
Try using your knife.
Yeah, there we go. We got it started. Get that end started. Just kind of peel it over like that. Do the same thing to the other side here. This side came a little easier. Same thing, get it started. Pull that through. Now this particular bar doesn't have any turn signals or anything like that. Some of the newer ones do. This one's just a straight 5 lights. So it doesn't matter which direction I put it in. And make sure that's pretty centered. Looks like it's off by just a touch there. And we'll start to peel that. Apply pressure as we do it. If you don't want to use your fingers like me, I'm only applying a little bit of pressure. You can take a nice cloth or microfiber, you can push on this just to have it seat really good. You don't want to mess up the LEDs any, just enough so it stays on really well. And there we go. So this next step is to prepare the hood. Hit it with a cleaner and a rag. I've already done that. You know, get all the bug guts off and road debris and road grime, whatever have you. And get it real clean. Take your alcohol prep pad here and clean it. Do not skip this step. It's really important, believe it or not, because this red tape up here is designed to stick to automotive paint. And if you got it sticking to bug guts or something, yeah, it's not going to stick. It's going to fly off at 70 miles an hour on the highway, and it's not going to be a good day. So take your time, spend a couple of minutes, clean it really good. Get your alcohol prep pad on it. Do it right. This stuff is super sticky, which is good. So just peel back, just like we did on the other part. Just get it started. You're going to want to do that in all of these corners here. Alright, so we got our corners peeled up here. Make sure when you peel them out. So when you lay this thing down, it's not, you know, on the inside where you can't get it. Have it here. And then when you lay this down, you'll have to make sure that this wire, at least in my case, tracks through the opening here. If you're doing on the other side, there's same provision on the other side there. And here's the fun part. We're going to go ahead and try to do this without screwing it up. No.
I think it said to put some masking tape. It might hold your wire in place a little bit. That way.
We don't follow instructions. We're guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I'm just going to use a little bit what I have handy, which is some Gorilla Tape. And let's see what seems to work best. I'll cut this in half again. There we go. Just put a little bit of that there, just temporarily. Should also mention, while I have the tape, I put a little bit of that tape here where the hole was, and again on the other side where the original hole was, and we just covered it up. Shouldn't have to, not a big deal, but you know, maybe keep some water from building up underneath this thing. You could use some caulk, you could use whatever you want. In this case, I'm just going to use some Gorilla Tape. And here we go. We're going to do this without trying to screw it up again. I did do a test fit. There's some contours here along the top that match the contours of the hood here. Same with this side, matches the contour of the hood here. And you want to make sure the seats all the way down. You don't have any white showing. And with just the ends exposed, you probably have a little bit of forgiveness when setting this. See what I mean? The white wants to show kind of just without me doing anything. So when you set this, you got to make sure you got it nice and tight. And this is why you just do the ends like that. So you have a little bit of forgiveness until you really got it ready. This contour matches this contour. Okay, I got a little bit of white showing here. Let me see if it's the same on the other side. I've got a little bit of white showing here, so kind of check the rest of this. This contour feels good. This contour feels good. It all feels pretty good. Once you're happy with it, let the peeling begin. It's good to peel both sides like we did here, because if you break this, you got another side to pull from. All right, one part done. I'm going to go to the other side and do another part here. Should also add to have the hood kind of loose here so I can get up underneath this. Alright, we got the bottoms on both sides done. Finding I got to push this down a little bit so I don't have any of the white exposed. I want the black on top of the black. I don't want anything in between. I think this is the last one. This side I don't have to push down so hard. Looks like it's lined up pretty well. Alright, there's what she's going to look like. Now we have a few different color options with this. This is kind of the plastic molded color. They've got a couple of paint match options you can get. This being a trail bus, I got a black grill. I have no intention of making it white, although some of you guys do that. It's kind of sharp. In my case, black's just fine. So having a black on top of black, I think works for me. You know, having a white hood with a white AVS light bar would be, you know, just as fine. But down here, just from the factory, it's also kind of the same style of black molded plastic down here. So black molded plastic, black grill, black molded plastic. I thought this would match really nicely. So also included in the kit is this little peel and stick deal. And it's kind of rubbery on this side, and you got the stick side over here. And it's just meant to put a little cushion so your wire doesn't pinch here on the hood. Don't forget to clean this portion too before you go ahead and stick this. Should look something kind of like that when you're done. And again, it's just so when you close your hood, you got a little protection here. All right, so I've got this cable protector here. I got this guy on Amazon. You can go to an auto parts store and get this. You can get it wherever you want. You can get the mesh one like this. You can get the typical, you know, corrugated plastic. Doesn't matter. But in watching some of the other YouTube videos on this particular install, you guys doing this on your truck, one of the things I'm seeing is you guys do a good job of putting this on, but then you just drape your wires here on top of the engine block, and it's like, no, don't do that. That's no good. No bueno. Don't half-ass this. Do it right. This is a couple bucks on Amazon. You know, do it right. Put the whole ass in there. Don't half-ass it. There we go. Got it all the way in there, and we can trim a little bit of the extra off. We're just going to kind of prep some of this surface a little bit. All the way up here. And again, I got some nice 3M cable managers that we use to secure this along here and down to the fuse box. So the kit comes with these attachment points. Got some 3M tape on the back. You run your wires through there. They click in with a little bit of pressure there. What I found is with the wire protector that I got, it doesn't fit in these very well. So I got this set here from Amazon. Again, I'll leave a link below in the description there. A little bit different design. These are a little wider. They don't clip in like the other ones do, but they hold the cables in pretty well. They got pretty good reviews, so these are the ones I stuck with. And again, 3M. So basically, I've got a few in here already, and every so many inches I've got another one. We'll apply that 3M tape. Okay, make sure this is clean, and then attach this all the way down, making sure we're free of, you know, things like this here, because this sits on that, it looks like, so you want to get around that and just begin to bring it all the way down, working your way to the fuse box. All right, we got her outside. Sorry if there's a little bit of wind noise, but quite honestly, it's 90 degrees and it feels good. Here's what this should look like. Got our line runner all the way down, running up along the battery and the fuse box. And I have this tapped into circuit number 3 with the fuse tap I showed you earlier. Keep in mind, GM, you need the microfuse, so get a microfuse tap. I'll leave that link in the description below. And with the lid on there, it looks like it belongs there. So here's what it looks like all buttoned up. What's nice about circuit 3, and I think I'm going to keep it there for now, is locking or unlocking, doesn't matter. They will turn on. They'll come on for a few moments if you open up a door, like if you have puddle lights or if you have the headlights set up to come on, you know, things like that. Also, when the ignition on, they will also come on. Do the start here. Come on over here to this side. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I know that, we'll turn this off for now. It's only been a few moments on the video, but the reality is I put this in about 2 weeks ago, and I put about 1,400 miles in a truck, which included a trip up to the Canadian border and back. We took the boat. Stand by for some videos with that. But it worked really, really well. I didn't have any weird wind noise. It didn't, like, you know, I went through some, you know, pretty bad downpours and wind on the way back. You know, it didn't go anywhere, obviously. You know, one of the, I think, more cheesier or kind of gimmickier talking points about this is, oh, hey, it makes your truck more visible. And quite honestly, in that downpour, I couldn't see more than 100 feet in front of me, and I'm glad other drivers could see me. So, again, no weird noise, no whistling, you know, no problems in the rain. It pretty much did everything it's supposed to do. You know, all the lights came on, you know, no issues there. I just kind of wiped it off a little bit, but it is getting some of the bugs and stuff off of it. It's not getting them all off. I mean, it's an Aeroskin, right? I mean, this is probably helping a little bit, this lip right here. It may even be hurting the fuel economy a little bit. I don't know, maybe. I still get some buggish splatter on the windshield, but overall I'm pretty happy with it.